Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield, Ryan Beckman, and Chris Goss.
It's not so much. Not really true. Ryan Beckman, not on the podcast. Chris Goss, he's still in Alaska. So, you get me. Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. My name is Corey Winfield. It is the 15th of March, 2020. And joining me, though, a special guest, and she's been on before. Her name's Marney. Marney, are you done with your candy?
Yes, I am. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Doing well. Actually, I'm doing really well. I want to start with something that is not on everybody's mind, but something that I just heard, and I think it is a miracle. And I want to thank the people that make it possible. Did you know that every 10 minutes, Life Alert saves a life?
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Life Alert, if you're part of the younger generation, let me fill you in. It started 20 so years ago, maybe even more, with these commercials. And this lady was in this bathroom and she fell. And she was like, I've fallen and I can't get up. Yeah. And then she hits the little thing that's on her chest and it calls. And that is really cool, though, if it helps save a life once every 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if that's just in America or if it's around the world, but that's pretty cool to know that if you fall, you can hit a button and someone will come save you. And especially in today's age of cell phones. And, not all the time you're going to have your cell phone on you, especially if you are in the bathroom or if you're walking through the park and you just fall like the guy in the commercial did. You don't know where that lifeline's going to be, but if you have this thing around your neck that you can call and get help, I think that's amazing. So I want to give a
shout out to
Life Alert.
Life Alert.
Mm-hmm, that's pretty badass.
I think everybody remembers that.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Much love. And then, of course, the coronavirus. Everybody's talking about that. How were you today? Do you feel like you came in contact with anybody that?
I think I'm good, and I haven't been purposefully isolating, I guess, or I don't think I've really changed anything about how I handle my day-to-day stuff because of it. My work and stuff has made some pretty substantial changes to preventative measures, I guess, that have affected me. But that's just because it's, close quarters for a bunch of human beings. I think that's really what I've heard is how to avoid, being at risk is avoiding places where there are large amounts of people in close quarters. Groups, things like that. If you just keep on, if you're in your own home or, I don't know, and just making sure you keep everything sanitized. That's what my mom says. She has notes everywhere. Wash your hands.
Smart lady, I guess.
I know.
Well, you had some concern the other day. You said to me, isn't that going to affect people in recovery? Because, especially in early recovery, you're used to going and you're trying to set up that routine of, okay, I'm going to this many meetings a week. And if you're in sober living, a lot of times you have to attend a certain amount of meetings to live in, the sober living house. So that all of a sudden throws people off, when they're used to, I Monday after work, I go here and I go there, and Tuesday and Wednesday, and I get my meetings and I do my thing. And now all of a sudden, wait, hold on, some of those meetings aren't happening now. And where are they getting their meetings? And are they looking at this isolation and seclusion as, no one's going to know. I have a good excuse. I can't go out tonight. And, for us, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much of an excuse to talk ourselves into a horrible decision. And so I think that worry and that kind of thought process was kind of right, though. That kind of scares me more than actually getting a virus.
Right. No, I mean, that's where I was going with that, is that sometimes being alone is the worst possible place for an alcoholic or an addict because of the fact that maybe that was their environment, that was their comfort zone, and it is the, if nobody knows, or behind closed doors kind of deal, or whatever. And there's a lot of pieces of it. A lot of pieces to it that concern me for the sake of people in recovery. Because, well, I mean, think about it, like you were saying, structure. A lot of people depend on it. I mean, they've learned a way to live their life that works. Like they go to whatever meeting on Monday or Tuesday, and then they work, on this day. And, it's this kind of routine life that has worked. Maybe it's simple, maybe it's, complicated, but it's what they do, and it's kept them sober. So you take that piece out and things change, and we don't like change either, and then and it makes things more difficult because of those changes, because you have to make adjustments, because you have to change your schedule, because you have to, people that have to worry about their children, with daycare and so on. And if their work is even open, so you're talking about financial issues. So there's lots of pieces, and all of what can evolve into this big, unforeseen, stress ball, and then chalk that up to things that that will point you directly to relapse. I don't know. So, and then your support groups, obviously they're still there, but some people aren't phone people. Some people need that human contact. What was that? I give you a look. Yeah. Some people don't communicate very well. And when you're talking about recovery and you're talking about maybe it's your sponsor, maybe it's just, somebody that's, your go-to, sober sister or whatever, sober brother. What do you guys call him? Sober bro?
Yeah, that's what we call them. I don't know.
You don't call them anything?
I don't call them sober bros.
Well, I call them my girls, my sober sisters, because they are. But I don't know. It seems like, and maybe people only do Facebook. People maybe don't even go on Facebook at all. So, I don't know. It's just a concern that I thought about. And the thing is, too, is it's like, what do you really do about it? At the end of the day, none of this is on purpose.
Sexual relationship. Sometimes people do that. And it's not on purpose, but it is actually on purpose.
I'm talking about the coronavirus.
Yeah, me too. I think I don't know. If you ask me, where I want to see the sick people. I want to see them on TV. I want to see them in the streets dying or whatever. Maybe not dying, but I want to see them sick. I want to see them walk around like zombies. I want to see what this is and how bad it is. Is it flesh eating? No, I just don't see. I don't know.
Have you ever seen the movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah. This is not that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
You're those high officers that told him that he was exaggerating.
Yeah.
And blowing things out of proportion.
Well, he was.
And it wasn't real. No, Dustin was
great.
great.
It was that stupid monkey, and at the end, the monkey ran off?
The monkey was great. The monkey didn't do anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, the monkey did, but not on purpose.
But I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of...
What does it take, though, Corey? Would you rather would you rather wish pictures of death and dying?
Yes.
To convince you to
be
safe? Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. I need to see it.
Okay.
I prayed to God today.
That's for...
No, not to see it, but I'm just saying, I have to see this. But yeah, I pray to somebody I can't see, but I don't know. I can feel it. I can feel the corona tube is psh. Come on, man.
I hope you're right. I really do hope. And it's not.
I was wrong once.
The thing is it is happening.
Is
happening.
It?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because overreaction, in my opinion. Then that kind of scares me.
You're not on the front lines of anything.
Neither are you.
Exactly, but I'll stay in my spot and take their word for it.
Yeah, you will. Because
I need pictures of people dying.
Well, you're a mouse in the cage then, or however they say it. Because seriously, think how scary this is. If they were to say XYZ, And all of a sudden, we're like, oh my gosh, XYZ, look out. Everybody's
they
freaking
burying
out.
People?
No, because nobody's dying.
But people have died from the
50. You know how many people died in car accidents yesterday? Way more than 50. I mean, it's crazy. It's just ludicrous. And then, okay, tell me how this works. So everybody's freaking out. And, we got to go to the store and stock up. Where there's everybody's at the store.
That's why people go in hazmat suits.
Jesus.
They do.
Well, yeah, I saw a picture of that. But, I mean, are you kidding me? Like, they go to the store where everybody's at, stock up because you're going to stay at home and avoid people. When meanwhile, you just ran into a bunch of people.
Right, but I mean, because it hasn't, that outbreak hasn't happened yet. And so they would rather go now and take their chances when it's not as possible to be sick than later. Okay, because you can't see right now, everyone who's listening, right? He's rolling his eyes, pretending like he's falling asleep out of boredom.
Well, I'm just waiting just to make more stuff that makes sense to me because, okay, we live in Michigan. And thanks for listening in other states. We appreciate it. And in other countries, New Zealand. We love you.
Hey, New Zealand.
But we live in Michigan. And our governor, who's not a big fan of the show because she hates me, is saying that, well, she banned any gatherings over 250 people. Do you know what that means? I'll let you finish your drink.
What do you mean?
You're a rock star.
I know that. But
Oh, man, they should pay us.
250. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. So any gathering over 250
at one time?
Yeah, is banned.
So anybody going to any sort of public? Whatever.
Okay, so let's break this down.
Well, your sports venues, I know you're all concerned about that.
Yeah, first of all, who's going to count these people?
Oh my gosh, you are so worried about details that you are not even in control over.
There's a method to my madness. Okay,
I'll roll with it.
Who's counting these people?
That's a good question, Corey.
Do the police get called? So if there's a mess, we'll call them a mess of people out there. Mm-hmm. So instead of gaggle, we call them a mess. That's Arkansas. I picked that up from there. But a mess of people outside. We call the police. We're like, oh my gosh.
Gaggle is a group of geese.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's why instead of calling it that, I just call them a mess.
Okay.
Because that's what they do in Arkansas. So, do we call the police? Do we call the CDC? Are you going to call 911? Like, who's in charge of reporting this? If everybody's inside, boarded up, everybody.
Yeah, you call the authorities.
Okay.
And then have them separate them.
Okay, so the authorities come. Damn it! There's 249. Nothing to see here. So they let them party. As long as the 249 people are out there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd figure out a way just to break them up. Yeah.
So we could hold a big concert. And is it 100 yards? Like
who are these people that are coming to this?
Everybody who doesn't want to be inside, who wants to go see Blues Traveler.
They're not going to come.
Or whoever. Hootie and the Blowfish. We'll do some 90s throwbacks. Dave Matthews Band. I'm sure he'd do it. What would you say, huh?
Well, I don't think I would go I wouldn't go there.
I would. I'd be out there taking tickets.
You don't even like being engrossed.
I know, but I got a good immune system, though. So I'd be out there. Yeah, but no, so, we could fence off whatever their regulations of how many 249 people can be in it. So we group off 4, 5, 6, 7 different sections. And we bust people in 250 at a time. Or no, 249 at a time.
So these people are really taking the risk that would you want to be around 249 people? There's a possibility that you might get sick.
Every day is a possibility I could get sick.
Right, but your chances increase with 249 people rather than 10 running across in the aisle at the grocery store. Come on, I'm no ratio person, but it seems to me like you have your chances skyrocket.
Well, then who came up with the number 250?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. I didn't come up with it.
Did Whitmer have something that she was going to do that she didn't want to cancel? So she's like,